Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss The Last Duel, starring Matt Damon, Adam Driver, Jodie Comer, and Ben Affleck, written by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, as well as Nicole Holofcener, directed by Ridley Scott. Now, the reason I brought up the third name was because we got three different points of views in this movie. And I have a feeling that one of them is Ben Affleck's, one of them is Matt Damon's, and the other one is this Nicole Holofcener's. So let's see what I'm talking about with this story. We open with a sign that says based on a true event, which I thought, yeah, right, because it's set in medieval times in Paris in the year 1386. As we start with Margaret de Courageous, something like that. I forget the name. Or if I said it wrong, please forgive me. Played by Jodie Comer, who starts to dress up to what may be her death while her husband, Sir Jean, played by Matt Damon, gets prepared to duel with her raper, and Jean's former friend, Jacques Legree, played by Adam Driver, and as it begins, Jacques gets knocked down and we move back while chapter 1, which is Jean's point of view, and I really like the fact it tells the same story but in three different points of views. As there's three chapters, we'll start with Jean, which I'm guessing is written by Matt Damon. Well, I gotta stop there. I'm sorry about that, guys. Where Jean and Jacques first start off as allies and begins a friendship with each other as the characters come off unlikable, but the acting is done very well. Jean and Jacques start serving Pierre de Alencon, forgive me if I said that wrong, played by Ben Affleck, who comes off very unlikable, but again, the acting is pretty damn good. While Jacques explains to Jean Pierre, who wants money, if he's living in this castle, he pays as he chooses to fight in wars for him, and the battle sequences are bloody for damn sure, but after Gladiator, Ridley Scott can make swords and sandals movies as he hasn't done it since the god-awful Russell Crowe film Robin Hood. Jean battles Jean, after battle, comes home and meets future wife Margaret while her father is with her, and honestly, she's the only likable character in my opinion, as the only characters are despicable in their own ways. And Jean and Margaret marry each other, and as they kiss, I get the impression she's a shy kisser. I'm talking about the character, not the actress, but as the ceremony looks good, as this is a good looking movie with pretty good cinematography, Jean and Jacques get a piece of land with a castle belonging to Margaret that did belong to Pierre, who gave it to Jacques for great assistance. And I do like the way the movie looks with the sky again, thanks to the cinematography. Jean gets an urgent matter that his father is dying quietly and asleep, as his mother Nicole is there, as she talks about trash about how Jean made an enemy of Pierre, as the dialogue is hard to understand at times. Jean goes to Pierre about what he earned as he talks trash about Jean, and they're no longer welcome to the courts, and Jean says to so be it. And 1 year later, Jean and Margaret go to celebrate a baby boy at a baby shower, let's say. As Jacques is almost there, and truces are given by Jean and Jacques, as Margaret meets Jacques for the first time, and while the acting is pretty good, it's hard to understand what the fuck they're saying. Jean goes to war along with in Scotland as the year is 1385, and the Scottish fight the French, as it was another fine but brutal battle, and comes home with a fever, but has no choice but to go to Paris with the fever, as Margaret says stay home, while Nicole says he can go, and if it were me and I were sick, I would stay home, but he ends up going anyways and gets paid, and as he returns home, Margaret doesn't say much except she's been raped by Jacques, and goes to the courts to report what happened with Margaret and the rape, and Jean requests King Charles VI to make a duel between him and Jacques, and if he loses and says it's not true, Margaret will have no choice but burn, and the court scene begins from Jean's point of view. And I like the story for Jodie Comer's performance, but the Matt Damon character is despicable. And I think this is the one that was written by Matt Damon himself. I think I said that earlier, I forget, but Chapter 2 is the point of view of Jacques, and my impression is he is being written by Ben Affleck, as it starts with the same war as the beginning of the movie, and we move on with Jacques telling Pierre to give Jean a break as they're friends at this point in the movie, and Jacques has dinner with Pierre, his wife, and his other soldiers while reading Latin. And next scene, he chases a woman and rapes her. And I'm thinking at this point, yep, he's a raper, and hopefully he'll die at the end of the movie because he's a raper. The next morning, Jacques is on top of the castle with Pierre, appearing and buys Margaret's father's land, and without giving him any choice, Jesus Christ. And Jean is suing Jacques, and Pierre, for the land of Jacques, tells Pierre Jean-Pierre is suing their asses for the land, as Pierre mocks Jean while he talks with him. And the movie does look pretty, but I'm not liking the characters, as the script is hard to understand, like I said before. And I'm scratching my head at this point, to the point I'm thinking this movie's too long, as telling the story under 3 points of views is complicated, sure. But there were times I think this could have used some editing, in my opinion. And I'm just about an hour into the movie. After Jacques meeting with Margaret, they talk about each other's good looks, and Jacques is attracted to Margaret, but she doesn't find him attractive because she's married, and if it were me, I wouldn't mess with any man's wife, girlfriend, or fiance for that matter, in a sexual way, but it's because it's wrong. As Jacques stares at Margaret like he wants her, which is the impression I get from Adam Driver's acting, Jean talks with Pierre as he's patronized by Jacques, and Jacques calls him Sir, which is part of his name, as Jacques meant no disrespect, which is a terrible looking scene as it drags. Jacques enters Margaret's home with another man as he confesses he loves her, while Margaret tells him she's married and tells them to leave, and he goes after her to the bedroom with no maids in the house and rapes her, which makes me think, yep, he's fucking guilty, as this point of view is supposed to not say it that way, but it does make me think he's fucking guilty, by all means. Jean better kill the bastard at the end of the movie. Jean confesses for forgiveness after the rape and tells Pierre in a private conversation after she accuses him of rape the accusation is false, as he does it against her while her will, because she's a lady, which is bullshit right out the bat, and if you're an audience member. And Jacques says he has to defend his name, and I'm believing the lies he's making, and Pierre telling everybody he is innocent. And the problem I'm having is I'm not believing his side of the story, because what was shown on the screen cannot be shown any further than that, as rape is a crime, and he's a raper anyways, and choosing not to confess is what the world is today, meaning my word against theirs, is the side of the story is, in my opinion, which is pretty weak storytelling by Ben Affleck. We get to chapter 3, which is under Margaret's point of view, and is written by Nicole Holofcener, forgive me if I said the name wrong, as it tells she's really telling the truth, as she gets married to Jean, and during a sex scene, I'm honestly thinking she's not into it, as her face tells me that she wasn't really into it. Jacques tries to kiss Margaret in a sexual way, as she tells the other women around her he is handsome and charming, but Jean doesn't trust him, and believe me, I got that earlier in the movie, as it was so goddamn obvious. Jean goes in the horse rank where a white horse is raped by a black horse who had a boner going on for it, but admittedly it is a beautiful horse, and Jean is very upset about it, which makes sense. And as he leaves for Paris, Margaret takes care of the horses with the assistants and does some farm work. And here's a gossip with Nicole wearing a dresses where they show her nipples, which is not one of my favorite words, by the way, folks. That's what they're saying in the movie. But hell, everybody has them. Nicole insults Margaret as Margaret tells her how unkind she is, which is accurate according to earlier in the film. Margaret goes to a place where she's seen by Jacques, which is an incredibly awkward scene. So is Jean coming comes home and she has a new dress, and Jean thinks she's a hooker of some kind, which is pretty inappropriate. While in Paris, Nicole takes the maid with her, and as she comes unattended and gets her door knocked, and that's when she gets raped by Jacques. And yes, she got raped by Jacques, and it was so obvious earlier in the film that this movie is the same story for dummies, which is the same problem with at The Aviator. And it's a problem here as director Ridley Scott tells the same point of view story twice or three times in some cases, or like a Groundhog Day ripoff kind of thing. And again, this movie needs quite a bit of editing, as it's too long. Like House of Gucci, too long. Margaret feels disgusted by Jacques. She bathes herself, and she thinks so hardly about the rape nonstop. She feels ashamed while she hears one of her friends is pregnant, and Jean comes home to hear Margaret has been raped by Jacques, and is more pissed off about the rape than the first time, which was a bit of a change-up for the scene, as it was an interesting choice, I'll say. Jean and Margaret goes to court against Jacques, and Marie is ashamed to be Margaret's friend, walks out from her, and Margaret prays that Jacques will get what he deserved. And we hear Nicole got raped, and she moved on with her life, which was an odd choice. Like, come on, really? In the courtroom, Margaret has Jacques' baby inside her as she's 6 months pregnant and confesses that she said he was handsome but untrustworthy, and she has no pleasure in the rape by Jacques, and the court said to Margaret if Jacques was innocent, she would be stripped naked and burned alive, as there's a duel coming up, and Margaret has her baby boy as she's worried about her death, and she'll never see him grow up and will go back to the duel between Jacques and Jacques, with Margaret watching to see who dies. And as they get off their horses, Jean and Jacques have sword fight, as it was a brutal battle, sure, which made me think that Jean didn't stand a chance. But Jean axes Jacques in the leg and has him at killing mode, as Jean shouts confess, and Jacques says there was no rape, and Jean stabs Jacques in the mouth, which has got to fucking hurt so badly that John Wick could pull that stunt off, as Margaret is freed by King Charles VI, and Jean goes to his wife and hug it out alive, and is thankful her husband won the fight, and they leave while Jacques is hung stripped naked, which was graphic, by the way, folks. And that final fight sequence was very intense. The last scene of Margaret watching her baby grow up, as the climax was intense for damn sure. But I'm honestly glad Jean won the battle against Jacques, because he was quite the raper, and I'm talking about Jacques, who's the raper. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 5.9 out of 10. This movie has its problems, sure, but it is well made, as the shots were pretty to look at. I don't really like the characters except for Margaret, as Jodie Comer plays innocent very well. Like she played a badass lover in Free Guy recently. Great, and hopefully she'll become a star. But the other characters are pretty despicable, despite the performances were pretty damn good. The movie is unfortunately a little too long, as it could use some editing. Like, is this movie the same story for dummies, which was the real problem with this movie, as well as The Aviator. So not quite good as Good Will Hunting, but if you like medieval times kind of movies, I recommend you check it out. But it was fine, in my opinion. It's okay. So I would like to thank you guys for joining me for this Ben Affleck, Matt Damon writing together series. And until then, the accusation's false.